Hey guys, welcome back to another demon showcase. This time I finished the Greater Demon of Tzeentch, the Lord of Change, and this guy really took quite a bit of time and effort. I'd say total hours has been about just shy of 10 hours over the course of 3 days, mainly because you're going to see at the end of the video the behind the scenes again, how I built the model. The model is really tall now because I created this magical vortex thing at the bottom. So when I was painting him, holding the model was quite difficult and quite challenging, to be honest. It almost fell a couple times. I don't use paint handles mainly because the model is pure pewter. So I feel like even a paint handle couldn't hold the weight of the model. So just to go over, I guess, the paint job, I'm really pleased with how he came out. I think you can tell just by looking at him, he has a lot of colors. I wanted him to stand out like my demon prince. So if we start on the bottom, let me focus in a bit. It is just a lot of glazes of the primary colors. I had to blend a lot of them. Let me turn him a bit. And overall, quite pleased with how the vortex effect turned out. So after I did a few glazes of all the colors, I went back and highlighted it with an off-white to a white. So overall, really happy with the effect it gives. I explained at the end, I used pink horror hands and a lot of sculpting to get the magical vortex erupting from the ground with this Lord of Change just soaring out. Let's do the Lord of Change himself now. So the blue, traditional for my rest of my army, pretty standard. Everything else just required a lot of blending. So like his beak started off as a dark, I guess, dirty green and blue, and I highlighted it up to yellow. You can tell all of the gold and his little chain underneath his head is non-metallic. And the little, I don't know what they are, the little beads on his torso, it goes all over him. I had to do basically the old traditional gem style painting, quite time consuming, but I think overall it turned out great. It's a very small detail, but I guess those with keen eyes can appreciate it. Then the eyes themselves of the Lord of Change, pretty straightforward, just my yellow gem effect. I blended green, yellow, all the way to this like weird purple color. Overall pleased with that. Yeah, overall, just everything about him turned out really well. I'm very happy with him. I think he does look a little bit like a giant peacock or like a vulture. That's what my fiance says. In the back, I'm really happy. It matches the demon prince I had. So I think with all the colors, he definitely pops out. And that's the main goal, especially with the column of magic that's erupting below him. I did sculpt a little bit on his thigh and everything. I'll probably actually go back and add a little bit more blue to that flame. It looks a little bit dirty there. But for now, very happy with how he turned out, especially because he just took a lot of energy to paint. And I did paint underneath all the... oh, there's a chip, I see. But yeah, I did have to paint underneath all the wings. So overall, again, just glad he's done. He took a lot of energy, and he is a centerpiece for my Tzeentch force. So overall, very happy. I hope you guys do like him. I know he's a little bit unconventional with the, I guess the basing and everything. I hope it doesn't take too much of the focus away from the model itself. And you guys noticed I am kind of showcasing too the new display piece or terrain piece I built. I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it's just really a badass looking piece. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick showcase for the Lord of Change. Hey guys, welcome back to another behind the scenes for one of my conversions. This time it is the Lord of Change. Pardon the paint job. This was a eBay purchase maybe about 2 years ago, and I never bothered to strip it just because the paint is just one layer and I don't mind spraying over it. So to start off, yeah, I I used about five spare um, pink horror arms. So the impression I wanted to give was the earth is giving way, and I sculpted this whirlpool of either magic or flames, and I wanted the hands to come up and almost like religious iconography. The hands are kind of clasped together like praying, and I wanted the Lord of Change to look like it's bursting out of probably this sinister, I don't know, pact with, Tzeentch. So I sculpted the flames all around, and this guy's a pretty. I pinned the hands to the base, and I pinned his legs to the hand. And by all of the green stuff, I'm hoping it feels pretty sturdy, but you never know. I did sculpt two small little wisp of flames just to give the impression, he's coming from that. The conversion, besides that, the model is stock besides the wings. These wings actually come from the Citadel, I think it's called a coatl. It's that flying serpent. I believe it's from the 1987 to 1990 range from Citadel. And I think the wings look way better than the stock wings the Lord of Change came with. And I like the way it angled downwards, so it gives that impression that he's shooting out um, of the demonic flames below. So just a pretty straightforward conversion. Nothing fancy. I just wanted to give more height slash. I think the Lord of Change model actually, for all the goofiness that it is, it's a very good sculpt, just like my Great Unclean one. But with this balancing on one foot pose, I wanted to give a bit more story to it. So I think once painted, the model will look much better. Sorry for this very short behind the scenes. It's just that the conversion is very straightforward. Just more sculpting was involved with the base, to be honest. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.